This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Williams versus Williams. You all have been together for 25 years. You've been married for 11. You've got 3 children together. And this long-term relationship is in jeopardy because of allegations of cheating. Is that right, Mr. Williams?
Yes, sir.
Tell us why you're here.
I'm here today to find out if my wife been cheating on me. Ever since she lost 100 pounds, she started dressing provocatively, sneaking out at night, and putting stuff in my food.
That's a lot. Let me start with the 100 pounds. You lost 100 pounds?
Yes, sir, I have.
Welcome.
Look at you, that is amazing.
That is good.
Yes, thank you. And it was done because of my health, not because of I was trying to get sexy or trying to cheat.
What are you here to prove?
I'm here to prove to my husband that I did not cheat on him, that I'm not cheating on him. I love him to the moon and back. He is my rock. I love him to death. He's my everything. Look at him. He's sexy. Oh, my God. Why would I want to cheat on somebody that looks like that, really?
Even after all these years, he's still sexy to you?
Yes. He could be 100 and I still think he's sexy.
Look, when you like it, right?
Exactly.
I understand that. He still got it going on for me, too.
And she's still sexy to you, right?
Yes, sir. Real sexy.
You probably thought that from day one, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
What was day one like? How did you all meet?
I was on my way to work, so I decided to stop by a relative's house. And she was over there doing one of my relatives' hair. And I walked in and I said, woo-wee.
That was
You say that out loud?
Yeah. No, I said it out loud.
That was your first, when you first saw her, your first words were, ooh-wee.
I thought he was crazy, but I thought he looked yummy because I'm from New York and I have never seen a black cowboy before. And he had on a cowboy hat. And he had on these tight jeans and his shirt and his boots. And when I looked at him, I thought he was like the sexiest man in the world.
Okay, so I'm looking at this picture. He's on a cow.
That's a bull. That's a bull.
He will ride anything.
So you're a real cowboy. That's not just your look. You're a real cowboy.
Yes, sir.
You grabbed the bull by the horn.
Yes, ma'am.
That is, I understand why you were like, look at him.
There you go. Oh.
Right there, that's sexiness.
You see
He
that?
got his black hat on. I ain't mad. Y'all look good together.
Oh, my God.
It must be something about the color black, because I was wearing all black the first time she saw me, and she says that.
Hey, wait a minute. When he wears all black now, I still like,
That's why I like the robe.
That's why I like the robe, too. That's why I like the robe. So I still like, So I get that.
So you first saw her, it was ooh-wee. You first saw him, he was yummy.
Yes, yummy.
What was it like in the beginning?
Our first date was, I didn't have much money, so I took her to my mother's house, and I fried some fish, made a salad, fried some potatoes, made a dessert.
Yes.
And we sat there and ate. And then...
Now, wait a minute. You gonna really impress me. Was it catfish?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-oh. Catfish.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's an awesome
You fried
cook.
catfish?
Yes, ma'am.
You'd have had me right there. I understand. I got you.
When I first met him, he was chasing me around the house, and I was like, is he for real? And so he sat me down and grabbed my hand and told me, look, I don't know you and you don't know me, but let's try it and see if it'll work out. And if it doesn't work out, then we can go our separate ways. And I'm like, he's really a nut, but obviously it worked because I'm still here.
And so you were intrigued, you pursued her, and after all this great beginning, you all got married.
Yes.
So now you think she's cheating. What are the warning signs that you've seen?
Putting stuff, like I said, putting stuff in my food. When I go to sleep, she sneaks out.
You said she put stuff in your food. What do you mean?
It's called Peter softener.
Peter soft.
He says
Like-
saltpeter.
like saltpeter?
Yeah.
Yes, and I do not put saltpeter in his food.
That's the stuff they use in the military, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Ron, You were in the military. Do you know anything about
That's
this?
what they told us in basic training, to take the lead out your pencil. Yes, ma'am.
All right. You believe that your wife is putting saltpeter in your food to take the lead out your pencil?
Yes, ma'am.
Meaning lowering your sexual drive, lowering your libido.
Okay, I get off work, and she made some spaghetti. I'm eating, and then I said, this spaghetti don't taste like your regular spaghetti. And she gonna tell me, it's some different kind of cheese I'm using. Yeah, right, saltpeter.
Different kind of cheese.
And you know, it made me sleepy, and this here been going on for about a week.
But why do you think it's saltpeter? How did you come up with that of all things?
Because I went in the kitchen and saw the container on the cabinet, and I threw it in the trash, and because Bubba wasn't singing.
So now you get the picture, right? Food tastes funny, he's getting sleepy, Bubba's not singing.
So when Bubba's not singing, that is the same as lead, no lead in the pencil.
There you go.
Please, please,
Miss
Williams, help us with this.
Please. I changed from regular ground beef to ground turkey. And that's why it tastes funny, because he's used to the ground beef. And he did not see no saltpeter. I was using kosher salt, not saltpeter.
What you put in his spaghetti, he thinks you put it in there so that it will lower his sex drive.
No,
And
no, oh my God,
I bet
no.
the reason you think she did that is so she could go out with somebody else.
Yes,
and
sir.
have sex with somebody
Your
else.
Honor, but this is going on for a week. Pork chops, I'm taking a nap. When I get off work, chicken, I'm taking a
because he's
nap.
tired.
You know, this it got to be saltpeter.
That's because he's tired.
And for this whole week,
Yes,
Bubba's not singing.
Bubba haven't been singing.
You believe that she put saltpeter in the food to take your libido down?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
that all you have?
When I get off work one time, I see negligee laying all on the couch and stuff.
My goodness.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Cullen.
Yeah. If I come home and see negligees all over, you know, I kind of smile a little bit.
You would think so.
But you came home, you saw negligees lying
All on the
around.
couch.
Okay.
Okay, she's in the bathroom taking selfies. I'm going like,
Please.
what you doing? What you doing? Oh, I'm sending them to you. To this day, I'm still waiting on those pictures.
Ms. Williams, why hasn't your husband seen the sexy pictures?
It was supposed to have been a surprise. I've been, you know, buying lingerie secretly so I can make him a Valentine's Day book. And this particular time, while he was at work, I was trying to take the pictures, and he came home in the process of me taking it. So he started with the accusation, oh, you in here trying to take pictures to send it to somebody. I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I didn't. The pictures are still on my
Mr.
phone,
Williams,
but he didn't
do you
get
have
it.
the pictures?
Yes.
Okay, Ron, would you grab those for us, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Thanks, sir.
And these pictures, let's take a look.
Some of the stuff I haven't seen.
So these are pictures of the outfits that she was modeling.
Yes.
And you haven't seen her in these other pictures?
Is this the maid outfit?
Yeah, that's a maid outfit.
And Your Honor, like I said,
Okay.
Miss Williams.
Miss Williams.
Look at you. And he walked in and you were doing this?
Yes, yes.
Now, did you send these pictures to another man?
No, I did not. I buy that stuff for him to see me in.
Right.
But I also buy stuff for him so I can sing.
Oh, my goodness.
I buy this for him, and then
Oh, my goodness.
so he can put his junk in the trunk.
Junk in the trunk.
Oh, my goodness.
But he won't wear them for me anymore because he thinks I'm cheating.
Oh. Did you used to wear that?
yes, ma'am.
All right. Wait a minute.
That's impressive.
Woo.
That's impressive.
Wait a minute. Now, can you imagine Mr. Williams on that bull with that outfit? Woo! So, Mr. Williams, everything Miss Williams is saying makes sense to me. Do you have anything else that would indicate that she's cheating?
Okay, I come home from work. I moved the pillow on the couch and found a pair of thongs back there. And she don't even wear them for me. I'm wondering what the thongs doing back there.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so,
Well, was it yours? I mean, I
No, it
saw
wasn't
I
mine.
mean, I'm
these
just
are
saying,
women's thong
Yeah,
underwear.
women thongs.
Women's thong
It was
underwear.
her thongs.
I have a dog. His name is Prince. And he likes to go in my underwear drawer. There he is. That's the culprit right there. That's the culprit.
little man.
And he can open and close. I submitted a video.
You submitted a video to the court.
Yes,
as
yes,
part of your
ma'am.
court
Yes.
file. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is an example of my dresser. As you can see, it takes one finger to open and close this. My little dog Prince, he jumps up in here and he pulls my clothes out of the drawer. This used to be my underwear drawer, and I had to change it and put my t-shirts down here because he will jump up on here and pull them out.
And he would run all over the place with him.
So your testimony is your dog went in your drawer,
Yes.
pulled your underwear out, and
Exactly.
stuffed it behind the pillow on the sofa.
You got to remember, we've been together for 25 years, so I have a lot of stuff, because we role play a lot.
But you ain't role playing as long as this is going on.
No, not until this stops and ceases, and I want it over. I want my husband back. I love him. I want my husband back.
Mr. Williams, you're not believing any of this, are you?
No, the dog ate my homework.
That's what it sounds like. That's exactly what it sounds like.
But what I'm seeing, love, is that they love each other.
Yeah, there's a lot of laughter.
And there's a lot of love. And she is highly frustrated with these accusations.
Yes.
I can imagine it's hurting your heart.
Yes, it is. And it's tearing me apart because I love this man. I've been with him so long. I want to grow old with him. I mean, he's my everything. I mean, it's hard for me to keep my eyes off of him now because he's so sexy. I love this man.
Yeah. Here's what we're looking at. Mr. Williams thinks you put saltpeter in his food. It tasted funny, and he saw the saltpeter in the kitchen. He found these sexy pictures that you took of yourself in lingerie that were never sent to him. He finds a pair of thongs in the sofa. You don't wear thongs for him anymore, he says. And so that raises a question in his mind. And
the dog did it.
Oh, the dog did it. The dog put
the dog ate my homework. The dog grabbed my thong.
The dog put my thong in the sofa.
Right.
And all of this is causing suspicion in your mind that she is involved with somebody else and she's having a sexual relationship with one or more other people.
And he thinks it's all started when she lost 100 pounds. That's part of this.
And if you find out she is cheating, the marriage is over.
25 years has gone down the drain.
Gone
Wow,
down the
really?
drain.
We can't. That's
Really?
What else you want me to say? Happy birthday.
Okay.
Mr. and Ms. Williams, this court has done a full and complete investigation to determine, is she cheating? At this time, the court will call certified polygraph examiner and licensed private investigator Kendall Shull. Ron, please show Mr. Shull into the courtroom.
Yes, Sean. Kendall Shull.
Good day, Mr. Shull. Glad to see you today.
Good day, Your Honor. Good to see you.
So, you completed a polygraph examination on Miss Williams. Is that correct?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
All right. So you asked Miss Williams, have you ever added any supplement, including saltpeter, to Mr. Williams' food in order to suppress his sexual appetite? What was her response to that question?
She said no.
You look a little nervous. Are you nervous?
I'm just upset about this, so it's just bothering me.
Okay, so this is not tears of fear. These are
No.
tears of frustration.
Yes.
All right. What did the polygraph reveal? What did the polygraph reveal?
Your Honor, the polygraph revealed that she was being truthful.
I told you.
Kosher salt, not saltpeter.
How does that make you feel, Mr. Williams?
Good. Real good.
Ms. Williams was asked, since your marriage in 2006, Have you had sexual intercourse with any man other than Mr. Williams? What was her response?
She said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
I told you.
I gotta tell you, y'all are some of the cutest folks we have seen. I am so glad.
I mean, you can feel the love.
Oh, they're so cute.
That's what a long-term relationship looks like. I mean, you can just feel it. They know each other inside and out. You know how each other thinks. I'm surprised that it got this far, but sometimes that happens.
Mr. Williams, just enjoy this beautiful lady. That's what you need to do.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
And Ms.
right.
Williams, keep on doing what you're doing. Keep
Yes,
on with the
sir.
sexy lingerie. Keep
Yes,
on with
sir.
the pictures. Keep
Yes,
enticing them.
Put your
Thank
joke
you.
back in the trunk.
There you go.
Please.
And so you all can be together for another 25 years. And
Yes.
25 years after that.
Yes, thank you.
I want you all to talk to our counselor because you've all had a little bit of, you've had a little blip in your beautiful relationship, and he can give you some tools so that you go forward happily. And as we say in this courtroom, do not cheat yourself out of a happy, fun-filled relationship. Court is adjourned.
This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Hunt versus Dixon. You all are married, you've been together for 5 years, you have a large family, and Mr. Hunt, allegations of cheating are tearing apart your relationship. Is that correct?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Right. You've brought your wife to court today. Tell us why.
I need to know if she's cheating on me. I have concerns if my daughter is mine. I need to sleep at night. I don't have there's no peace in my mind. I need answers.
So, Mr. Hunt, when you say you're not sleeping at night, tell me what that looks like. What is going on?
I'm just up wondering, like, what's the next move? Like, is it all in my head? Is it going on again? Because this wouldn't be the first time, so is it happening again? And I can't sleep.
Again? You said again?
Yes.
So you've been through this?
Yes.
Ms. Dixon, you know how your husband feels. What do you want to prove today?
That I'm not doing anything. Like, I mean, I know I messed up in the past, but people change.
That happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's
since
and
that
I'm
time,
trying to move forward.
you're moving forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, what happened in the past?
I come home. I actually have.
You actually brought an exhibit,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Would you step over to the plasma?
Okay. Well, a little bit off screen, the bus lets me off, and I walk down to our apartment. At this time, there was no other cars parked there. There's only one that I really didn't pay attention to. So I go upstairs, I knock on the door, I go in, and I realize that she's not there. So I asked my children at the time, where's your mother? All they could tell me was that she left in a car. Okay, and the only car was there at the time was the one, like I said, downstairs. Well, I go downstairs and I knock on the car, and that's when I find my wife cheating with another guy.
You walk up to a car outside of your home and find your wife having sex with another man in that car.
Yes.
All right, step back to your podium.
I mean, in the parking lot. Now, you know, a lot of people.
Outside the house.
There'd have been broken glass. There'd have been a lot of.
Other stuff
Yeah.
to go with that. All right, Miss Dixon,
Well-
why are you getting it on right outside the house where your kids are?
I was blatantly, really, deliberately disrespecting him. Like, I'm not even gonna
Really?
lie or try to cover it up. He did his stuff like he never cheated, but he would run off. I wouldn't get no attention, you know what I mean? And so, I mean, where I go and get it elsewhere, and that's the only way he paid attention to me. So, I mean, I acted out of spite. It didn't make me feel better afterwards.
When Mr. Cutler makes me mad, that happened only one time.
Okay.
When Mr. Cutler makes me mad, I have to decide how I'm going to respond to what he's done. And so what I try to do is say, you're not gonna make me respond to you in a way that doesn't reflect the best Dana I can be. And that's the decision you have to make. And once you put your mind in that mindset, you don't care what he does, because you gonna do the right thing, because it's the right thing to do. Now, Mr. Cutler, you don't make me mad that much.
I didn't think so.
So, were you not paying attention to your wife? I'm not saying that's a reason to cheat, but...
At the time, I really wasn't in the right, mind space, because when I met her at her birthday party a couple days later, and we had made an agreement that we're going out or anything. I let her and her kids at the time stay with me.
Okay, wait a minute. You met her at her birthday party?
Yes.
And you said 2 days later?
2-3 days later, yes.
She moves in with you with her kids?
Yes.
That's quick. It took us 7 years to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, we dated and were together 7 years before we got married. You all are moving in together.
With kids?
With kids.
4 kids. Mr. Cutler, 3 days into meeting you, I was like, I don't even know. Let alone moving in with you.
I was trying to figure out if I was gonna call you back.
What?
I did call you back.
You were trying to figure it out?
Yeah.
You were trying to figure that out?
I did. I called you back. I made the right choice.
You made the right choice.
Okay,
you made the right choice, but I can't believe you were even trying to think about it. Okay, so I gotta ask you this, Mr. Hunt. After catching your wife actually having sex with another man in a car, why did you take her back?
Because I really made the decision that I contribute to it. Like, I felt like the mind state that I was in mentally was a lot better than hers. I felt like I could have controlled the situation better, but instead of me actually, going to that level that I felt she needed and explaining that I was going through something, I just basically ran and not really catered to what she was going through. So I felt like I contribute to her cheating.
But are you blaming yourself for her cheating?
No, that's her action. I just felt like I was a part of it.
And so that's why you took her back?
Yes.
So when he took you back, what kind of promises did you make to him?
I promised him I would never sleep with nobody else. I would never look at nobody else, because I only got eyes for him.
And you haven't cheated anymore?
No.
That's what you're telling him, and that's what you're telling this court?
Yes.
But Mr. Hunt, you brought a witness who says she is cheating. Is that right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, who have you brought with you?
My cousin, Akira Dews.
Okay.
Ms. Dew?
Would you stand, please?
Don't make no sense.
And tell me your name, please.
Akira Dews.
Okay, and what's your relationship to Mr. Hunt?
Mr. Hunt is my cousin.
Okay. And you have some information that Ms. Dixon is cheating?
Yes, she is cheating. She's been cheating.
Okay, what information do you have?
Okay. About 7 months ago, I go to their state where they live at in Missouri, and we go to the club. We're supposed to go to the little after party. She disappeared. Here she come an hour later to the after party, walking in with some dude. I'm like, okay. He got his hands all on her back and stuff, but she said he was from her church.
She been trying to break us up from the beginning.
So I was like, okay.
Wait a minute. She's at the after party after the club with somebody from church.
An hour after the after party was already going on.
Did you come in with a friend?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, tell me about this. Tell me about this friend.
Okay. I had met him. He goes to my church.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And he's not too friendly with me like that. So the whole part about his hand being on my back, she just put an extra on. She been trying to break us up from the beginning.
Okay, she walks in with a friend. That's not evidence of cheating, Miss
No, it's not.
Miss Dew.
She came in with her wig messed up and her eyelashes off. How you go out perfect and come back like,
Was your wig messed up and your lashes?
No.
Lashes was gone.
No.
Gone.
She's lying.
So y'all done gone out and she done gone out with somebody else and got busy, is what you're thinking?
Yes.
Aside from this incident, do you have any other evidence that supports that Miss Dixon is in fact cheating?
Oh yeah, recently she's been getting dressed up, but she's going to the store. She's getting dressed up wearing nightclub
I do that
things.
for myself.
That's her favorite excuse. She's doing it for herself.
If you have a
She's doing it for herself, okay? You need to dress up for yourself, to, go to the store to pick out milk. So how's that helping your self-esteem? You putting on a nightclub dress to go to the store for milk.
So you're suspicious when she leaves the house?
She comes back, and I try to kiss on her and everything like that. I reach down there, and I realize that she doesn't have any panties on.
Okay, Miss Dixon, I gotta ask ask the question. You leave with panties, you come back without panties.
Yes.
What in the world makes that happen?
An excuse she gives me is, she
my
started her
menstrual.
period and she had to take it off and throw it away.
Okay, I had went to the bathroom and I had started. I wasn't gonna keep the nasty panties on.
Oh, you threw them away. No, you gave them away is more like it.
Oh, no, he didn't.
And you think she gave away more than just the panties?
Yes.
Well, do you have any other evidence to support that Miss Dixon is cheating?
Yes, I have a wheelchair. My leg was broken.
All right, do you have photos there?
Yes.
Ron, would you please get those photos?
Thank you.
So your leg was broken, you're in a wheelchair.
Yes, and I have the wheelchair parked by my bed. It's not one of those wheelchairs where you can pop it off and pop it back on. You have to get a starbolt and like that. So I wake up one day and I go straight to my wheelchair and I realize the wheel's gone. And not only is the wheel's gone, she's gone. Not only is she's gone, her phone's off. She knows that I need her basically to get around the house. And
Okay, wait a minute. I presume when you went to bed, the wheel was on there.
Yes.
And you didn't do it in your sleep, right?
Right.
No.
And you think she took the wheel off the wheelchair so that you couldn't come and find out where she is because she's out doing something she's not supposed to be doing?
Yes. I'm thinking it's close to my house that you might be doing this because otherwise I can't go that far. I can't wheelchair to the club. I can't do that. So it must be a neighbor or somebody that you don't want me to see. You don't want me to go to my front porch or things like that. That's things that I was wondering
I gotta ask the question. Miss Dixon, did you take the wheel off his wheelchair? Did you unscrew this thing?
No, I did not.
Did you see that the wheel was missing when you left?
No.
Where were you?
That's my question. Okay.
Where were you?
You didn't take the wheel off, but where were you?
I went to a friend's house.
What friend?
What friend?
She stayed right across the way from us. So,
And how long were you stuck in the house?
Up to like 7 to 8 o'clock at night.
He's exaggerating the situation.
Well, he's stranded. He's stranded there.
It may have felt like that long, but it wasn't that long.
This marriage is on the line because of all of these issues and this feeling that you have, Mr. Hunt, that your wife is cheating.
Yes.
The evidence we've heard thus far is this. One, that she's cheated in the past. Number two, that you are in a wheelchair, stuck, because the wheel was missing and you believe that she was gone 7 to 8 hours with some other man and she purposely did that to your wheelchair so you couldn't find her. The other piece of evidence is we have that your cousin went out with your wife. They end up at an after party and in comes your wife with another man with her hair turned around and her eyelashes missing.
It wasn't. She added that part on.
And don't forget,
You don't
all
gotta
of
lie,
this,
Kiki.
all of these allegations are making him believe that his daughter is not even his.
Oh, my goodness. And all of this together, there has been no peace in their home. And so you have come here to find out if your wife is cheating.
Yes.
This court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call licensed polygraph examiner Kendall Scholl to determine, is she cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Scholl into the courtroom.
Sure. Bring him to the monitor.
How are you, Mr. Scholl?
I'm great, Your Honor. Thank you.
You performed a polygraph examination on Miss Dixon, is this correct?
I did, Your Honor.
Would you, for the record, state your credentials?
I spent almost 30 years with the FBI in Washington, D.C. When I retired a few years ago, I was moved to Knoxville, Tennessee, where I opened up my own private investigative polygraph and security guard business.
And so you conducted the polygraph on Miss Dixon, is that correct?
I did, Your Honor.
Miss Dixon was asked, when you returned home wearing no panties, did you have sexual intercourse with another man? What was Miss Dixon's response?
She said no.
What did the polygraph reveal?
The polygraph determined that she was being truthful, Your Honor.
Thank you.
That's only one.
Thank you.
That's only one. That's
Miss Dixon, I gotta tell you, I was unsure about that one. So, I mean, you look nervous. I felt nervous because that was a weird story. So glad to hear you were being truthful.
Ms. Dixon was asked, other than the one time you admitted to cheating during your marriage, have you had physical sexual contact with any man other than your husband? What was her response?
She said no, Your Honor.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that she was being deceptive, Your Honor.
Okay.
Ms. Dixon,
Ms.
do
Dixon.
you have something you want to share?
I haven't did anything.
Well, the results indicate you were being deceptive when you answered that.
Okay,
Are you
I
being
don't know.
deceptive now?
No, I'm not.
We can lead you to the water, but we can't make you drink it. So be clear about that.
Ms. Dixon was asked, could your youngest daughter be fathered by someone other than your husband?
Your Honor, Miss Dixon made it an admission, and she said yes.
Didn't I tell you?
Ms. Dixon?
When he caught me, that was a year ago.
So, in fact, the man that he caught you with could be that child's father.
I don't think so. She looks
I didn't ask you what you thought. I asked you a yes or no question.
Yeah,
So it's possible.
yeah.
I have a direct line to Judge Lauren Lake, and this court is ordering you to appear before her to determine if Mr. Hunt is in fact the father of your 1-year-old daughter.
Okay, that's fine.
In terms of your relationship, what do you want to do?
I'm done. I can't do it no more.
Ms. Dixon, you have a good man because I think he loves you. He has to love you to put up what he's put up with. See, this thing about marriage, it's about your decisions. And you can't blame your spouse for how you choose to act.
Exactly.
And so you have to embrace, I messed up. And so I got to do my thing differently. So that's where you got to get with this stuff.
That's right.
Mr. Hunt, as you prepare to go to paternity court to get this issue figured out with your youngest daughter, we have counselors available for you to help you figure out your relationship going forward, whether it's together or whether you are co-parenting separately. We want you to take advantage of those resources.
Okay.
As we say in this courtroom, don't cheat yourself out of a chance for a good relationship. Court is adjourned.